Welcome back, Simmers. This is another mod video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some new mods and giving you information on an old mod. I also have some really cool traits I want to show you guys. I'm also going to be creating my own mods coming up very soon. I'm really excited about that, and I have a lot of ideas. So look out for that. We'll get right into it. So the mod I let you guys know about last time was Wicked Whims, the mod from Lover's Lab, and that mod had a couple issues that seem to now be resolved with the new update that came out in January. The one issue I had a problem with was that if you have sex with a sim, then their relationship isn't affected. Now it is affected. They now made it so the relationship does change and it becomes more pink on the romance scale as far as them having any sexual interactions, which is pretty cool because that's realistic. That's actually what happens. It's affected either negatively or positively after a sexual experience, and I'm glad now the game reflects that. I'm not sure if they changed any of the other things yet because I haven't really used the Wicked Whims that often in my game recently. So I'll find that out and let you guys know about that. The first mod I wanted to show you guys was the Vampire Gated Community. Of course, this goes with the Vampire Pack, and it pretty much, the gist of this one is the only people allowed in Forgotten Hollow, I think it is, from the Vampire game pack. The only people that are going to be there are vampires, which is cool because you got a bunch of random sims coming through there all the time, and there's like a big park in the middle and you see a bunch of random sims. Now personally, I don't know if I'm going to use this or not because I like the fact that regular sims come to the vampire community because then you can snack on them, and there's so many options because they all seem to pop up at some point in time, over in the Vampire Forgotten Hollow, like big park that's in the center of their home. So I like it, but there might be some that don't. So it's the Vampire Gated Community. And this one pretty much is self-explanatory. You come, like I said, I'm gonna leave the links. Well, I didn't say this, but I'm gonna leave the links below for all the mods I show you guys here. This will be in the link. The next one is actually going to be the opposite of this, which is neighborhood protection, no vampires. Now, if you don't want vampires to come to your community, then you would download this. It says 2 files. Not sure what exactly. Forgotten Hollow is vampire free. Other neighborhoods. Okay, so wow. So this one's pretty cool. I didn't even know that this was going to happen because I'm not getting this, of course. But the neighborhood's vampire free. This download is for other neighborhoods, and this download is for Forgotten Hollow, which is weird because that's where all the vampires are. So this one right here, like I said, will be in the link below. Let's move on to the next. I'm using my trackpad on my Mac because my mouse is acting up, so don't mind my shifty, arrow here. All right, the stoner trait. If you want a sim that's a pothead, there's so many options with these traits. If you want a pothead sim, you can have a pothead sim. The stoner is kind of funny because you're always like dazed. Your sim is legit always dazed in that they're like walking around kind of like goofy, but it's pretty funny to mix that with some other traits and see how your sim behaves. It's kind of cool. So this one says you're pretty sure he isn't wrapping up garden spices, but then again, it could be anything. He's known to own a garden and even collect wild herbs. Perhaps his intention is medicinal or just for fun. Regardless of this, he loves to party, prank, laugh, woohoo, and ravage your cupboards of every edible item in sight. On the plus side, he sure does make some bomb brownies and cupcakes. This is going to be fun. This one, it says for stoners, it says, our days by default can never be focused. Fun needs decay 30% faster. Hunger, social needs decay. Energy needs decay. You learn the bartender skill quick. Same thing with the guitar skill and the cooking skill. I guess as a stoner, you're automatically a guitar player. But it does seem fun. And it has all this other stuff if you want to read this. I'm not reading it. But you get a chance for a special buff baked. Yeah, I like this one. I've tried this one. And I think 1 or 2 sims just because I want to see how it does and mixes with other ones. But this one's neat. You can try this one. All right, so this one right here, I've had in my game for a while. This one is the adult skills for children. This is pretty damn cool. Now you have your children who can't really gain adult skills until they mastered the child skills, which I don't really care for that part of The Sims 4. I think that's stupid. I want my children to be able to cook and to be able to gain skills as they would as teenagers and adults, because the higher they, the younger they start, the quicker they advance to these skills, and they can have a young adult life full of being masters in the skills that they've acquired as children. So this one right here, this one is recent too. It came out in November 2016 and it was updated on the 25th of January. So this one would be pretty cool. And it says update the mod for the toddler patch and as well as for vampire game pack. Children can learn organ skill as well as gardening. Okay, wow, pretty cool. So it literally allows you to do everything that the adults do, from piano, singing, the violin, all those creative things, and karaoke, it says. And I'm assuming cooking and stuff, because I saw that before. I think it is cooking and anything else that the adults can do, fishing and all those other good things. So, I'll leave that one below. The next one is going to be the movie evening. This is really cool. I like this one and I use it very often. You have a movie night, so if you want to have your Sims over, like some friends that you have, as far as your whomever you want to invite over, it's created just like a social event would be created. And just pretty much go through those motions. And I have the movie stuff pack. So I have all the big TVs and I got the popcorn machine and all that good stuff. That's a really good pack. I mean, I think that one's only $10. So I would say that's a good one to get, because they have really cool furniture for that one too. Like very retro and very hippie, colorful type stuff. So that's a pretty good sim pack to get if you don't have it. It's cheap too, so it's not that bad. The next one is the Succubus trait. The Succubus state. This right here, I am so excited about. I like all the stuff in The Sims that makes it kind of edgy and, you can do different things. This one right here comes with custom content mirror that you have to be sad as far as your mood is to be able to access and to ask to become a succubus or to be granted to become a succubus. You have to be in a sad state of mind. That's the only time that option will pop up. Also, this mirror here, I can't remember the name of the mirror, but it is going to be the same place you find the mirrors. That's where it's going to be. And it says, all right, you can blink. Oh, goodness, yeah. So you can blink. The succubus, incubus can teleport around a current lot. You can, you have succubus touch, seductive touch. The succubus, incubus puts a sim into a flirty mood simply by touching them. You can drain their energy. You can drain their life. And you can also, click on the succubus to change their age after draining the life. So you can go from being an elder sim or an adult sim and then go drain someone's life and become a young adult. So it's pretty cool. You can come back here and read all this good stuff if you want to, because I'm not doing it. So we're going to move on to the traits. Now, the traits are super cool because, we don't get many options in Sims 4 like we did Sims 3. Oh, Sims 3 days. Oh, God. Okay. So, you don't get as many traits. So we have these people who create them and they actually work pretty well in game. I don't have this trait, the survival trait. The one that I had downloaded was the internet kid trait. That seems to be a more modern type trait. We're all into technology. We all like, our smartphones and our computers and all that good stuff. So this trait, usually the kids or whoever you have being, whoever you give this trait to, they're on the computer very often, which is a lot of us. A lot of us are on our computers, like more often than we're on our phones, more often than we do a lot of things. Our computers are on our laps or wherever we keep them. So this one's pretty cool. The jock trait, I don't have that one. That's not one of the ones I was going to show because I'm not really into that. The shy trait. Oh, goodness. This trait's hilarious. One of my Sims has it, and he's a vampire, and he's like all bashful. He gets embarrassed all the time. He's annoying as hell. So this trait right here, if you got a pathetic Sim and you want him to behave pathetic, give him this trait, because this one even goes and hides under the bed covers, because he's embarrassed. He's annoying. All right. The next one that I wanted to show you guys, tried to be a little organized, but not the innocent trait. This here, the alcoholic trait. I like I said, to have dysfunctional Sims. I like them to be crazy, and I like some to be innocent, but I like a lot of them to be crazy. The alcoholic trait I haven't tried yet on anybody, but I'm anxious to do it because I already have it in game. So if you want that one, I'll leave the link for that. Then we also going to have, there's a prankster one that I don't use, the sports freak, this one right here, sarcastic trait I talked about last time, and the insecure crate. Insecure trait. This one right here is another good one. So, like I said, I'll leave the link below. I think that's the last of the traits and the last of the mods that I wanted to show. A skanky trait. I don't know what that's all about. But like I said, I think that's all of the traits. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like. Maybe you can go check out my other videos. I have a couple Let's Plays up that are actually pretty interesting, and I'm going to try to keep that going as often. Try to post videos as often as I can. Have a good day. Bye.